In this video, I'm going to tell you whether or not stem cells are illegal. Stick around to the end to find out which treatments are safe and legal and which ones we can't use here in the US when we're treating your spine and joint pain. First of all, here's a pro tip. We don't actually call them stem cells anymore. Nowadays, we call them MSCs, or medicinal signaling cells. In the United States, when we talk about stem cell therapy, we're really talking about BMAC, which is short for bone marrow aspirate concentrate, or MFAT, which is short for microfragmented adipose tissue. And the reason we don't call them stem cells anymore is because the cells we're getting from our bone marrow and fat don't actually grow into new cartilage, ligament, and bone. Instead, right after we inject them, they stick to the areas of damaged tissue and begin secreting natural biologic chemicals that attract other cells from the rest of your body to heal the areas of damaged tissue. This is how these cells help to reduce pain and improve function. Unfortunately, so far, we're not really able to say that injecting BMAC or MFAT allows us to grow new tissue, at least for now. BMAC and MFAT are not approved by the FDA. Wait, does this make them illegal? No, it does not. As long as the BMAC or MFAT are taken from your body in a specific way on the same day that they are going to be injected back into your body, they are exempt from FDA regulations, meaning it's allowed. If your doctor believes that you might benefit from an injection of BMAC or MFAT, this is allowed. It's called the practice of medicine. If you find this content helpful, please be sure to subscribe to our channel to learn more about how we can use legal forms of cell therapy to provide solutions without surgery. What kind of stem cells and products in the regenerative medicine space are illegal? Since 2017, the FDA has been very clear about their position on certain products when being used for orthopedics. These things are commonly referred to as stem cells in a vial. They go by names like amniotic membrane, Wharton's jelly, umbilical cord blood, and exosome. And even though for very specific cases like eye disease and wound care, some of these are 100% legit and legal, in all other cases, they are not allowed. The main reason that these products are not allowed by the FDA is safety. These are biologic products and the FDA considers them to be drugs. And just like any other drug, in order to get your product approved by the FDA, you got to spend a ton of moolah and go through lots of steps and lots of years to ensure that the drugs are both safe and effective. And a lot of these companies just don't take these steps. These products come from afterbirth, like the placenta and umbilical cord, and then are taken to a lab and processed into sellable products by manufacturing companies that put them into little, really official looking glass vials. Have you ever been at a live birth? It's not a sterile process. There's blood, body fluids, and yes, pee and poo. And not too long ago, when some of these companies were collecting the placenta and umbilical cord, they weren't taking the proper sanitary steps and the birth tissue became contaminated. Bacteria and viruses got into the products, into those vials, and they were injected into people. Right here in the US, some people got very, very sick and some even died. These products were injuring people even though they were coming from official looking companies with slick marketing in what appeared to be sterile glass vials, but they weren't sterile. Believe it or not, even though these birth tissue products are considered illegal by the FDA, you can still buy them. And many doctors are still doing this. Some of them because they don't know any better, or because they're clueless and just continue believing what their sales reps tell them. Unfortunately, others continue to use them because they really don't care about safety and they want to make a quick buck. If you're trying to avoid surgery, or you've been told that you can't have surgery to fix your orthopedic or spinal condition, you may be looking at stem cell therapy as an option. If so, you really need to take ownership of your own care and find out exactly what types of cells are going to be injected into your body. Hopefully, you're working with a legitimate doctor who knows what they're doing and knows the laws. If not, and they start mentioning exosomes or Wharton's jelly, please find a new doctor immediately. The only types of stem cells which you now know are called MSCs that you should be talking about with your doctor are the ones that come from you. If they're coming from a glass vial, beware. All right, that's it. Click on the link below in the description to sign up for our newsletter or to book an appointment to see if you are a candidate for our Solutions Without Surgery.